Kate Anderson-Brower joins me now. She's the author of The Residence, the insider's account of the White House residence. Kate, what are you hearing about the handover going on in the White House now? This is obviously always a kind of chaotic time in the White House, particularly in this White House in this time.
Well, I mean, it's really controlled chaos in the White House. They have 5 hours to make this move, typically between 11 o'clock. Normally, in a normal inauguration, when after there's a coffee in the Blue Room, and then the motorcade would go to Capitol Hill, and then the swearing in would happen, and there'd be a presidential parade. In this White House, there's going to be actually a little bit more time for them to do that, because we know that Vice President Biden will be going to Arlington, and there will be a decent window. And there are about 100 staff, so these are butlers, ushers, working at a feverish pace to make this move happen, so that when the Bidens move in, you know, their toothbrushes will be on the counter in the bathroom. I mean, everything is about making it perfect. And we know there's a deep clean of the residence because of COVID, which includes, you know, vacuuming drapes, wiping baseboards, cleaning chandeliers. They take great pride in their work, and they're really the most patriotic people I've met in Washington, frankly.
And it's, Kate, we'll check back in with you throughout the day. Evan, how do you think the Biden family will make this their home?
Well, they know the space very well, after all. He worked in it for 8 years. You know, I visited him in his office at the West Wing. One of the things he cared about was being able to walk down that hall to the Oval Office every morning and being in their room and being an advisor, being a voice. I think you can expect that the incoming vice president is going to play a similar role. But the other thing that you notice about that space is that he puts pieces of history there to remind himself. He had portraits of former vice presidents on his own wall because he wanted to remind himself not only of the great moments, but the frustrating moments. He would talk about how they looked at it and they would say the constraints of the job. How do I break through? So he is very much seeing himself, to borrow a phrase, he doesn't see this as doing it my way. He sees this as being a descendant of a lineage, somebody who is bearing a trust, a responsibility, and he is now moving into that sanctum sanctorum.
Here's something people might not know about Joe Biden, which is that he, although I'm sure you do, Evan, he loves real estate.
Right.
He started out, and he loves houses. He started out in his life buying a little house that belonged to his parents, and then buying more land in Delaware, and in his spare time he does some architectural drawings. He loves to do that. And so the White House has always been a space that he's been that he marvels at.
Yeah, he's got himself a pretty nice place now.
Now he does. Yeah, free of charge. Yeah. So the house itself has always been of great interest to him. And he redid, of course, when he was in the vice president. They did a lot of work there in the vice president's house. It's something he just loves to think about. He says it relaxes him.
It's so extraordinary, David, to see Washington on this day, given what happened some 2 weeks ago. It says so much about this country and this democracy that 2 weeks ago there was an attack on the Capitol, and despite all the unprecedented security in Washington, despite all the drama of the last 2 weeks, the peaceful transfer of power has occurred.
There is an awesome majesty to it that, you know, we've seen our democracy tested, but it's proven resilient. And there's something awesome about the people saying, no, we're going in a different direction. We want to change direction, and to see that power enforced by our institutions, even against the kinds of pressures that they felt, it underscores why this is worth working for. This is why the world admires us.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Obama inauguration and being there and that whole thing. You know, hope was the word then. Faith is the word now. It's different. It's more sober. It endures.
We are standing by to see incoming President Joe Biden leaving church, heading to the U.S. Capitol. The inauguration will soon be underway. We'll be right back.
Meet Self, the app for you to build credit and build savings so you can build your dreams. Build credit, build savings, build your dreams. Get Self.
I created the Always Pan to make home cooking more joyful and simpler. The 8-in-1 Always Pan steams, sautés, boils, fries, and the non-stick, crazy slippery. Meet the pan that'll finally make you give up takeout. The Always Pan.
At Empower Retirement, we believe in opening doors. Let us help move you towards financial freedom for all of life's moments. We've been helping over 12 million customers create the future they want, and we're ready to open some doors for you.
Want to know an easy way you can stock up on grocery items you won't find anywhere else while supporting a great cause? It's called Imperfect Foods, the grocery delivery service on a mission to build a better, kinder food system. By offering imperfect groceries and exclusive items that went from unwanted to wished for. With scheduled delivery once a week, filling up your pantry has never been easier or more responsible. Perfect.
Get 20% off your first order with code PERFECT at imperfectfoods.com/TV.
The Rocket Mortgage Super Bowl Squares Sweepstakes is back. Every time the score changes, someone will win $50,000. Touchdowns, field goals, extra points, 50 G's. Plus, $2 500,000 prizes. Put it toward a dream home. One way to enter, two ways to win. Squares is back. Sign up for free at RocketMortgageSquares.com. Rocket Mortgage, official mortgage sponsor of Super Bowl 55.
This is CNN, the most watched cable news network.
I love this photo of my nephew, but getting it from here to here can be a real pain. That's why I started Keepsake, the free app that makes it easy and affordable to have your favorite photos framed. So if you've got a special photo on your phone, download the free Keepsake app and start framing today.
I feel like everyone is leaning on you to do everything, Mom.
Maybe it's time you talk with someone.
Thanks for seeing me.
I'm glad you scheduled some time.
Teladoc, the right care when you need it most.
This is CNN.